Perspective Podcast is fuel for your mind and creative grind. Each week, we break down the art of healthy hustling, overcoming the inner critic, and growing your creative business. What advice or what 3 to 5 things would you recommend someone from your experience others put into play if they're considering making the full-time leap as well?
Okay, I think one of the most important things is to have a very clear goal. So read the book, The One Thing,
Gary
and
Keller?
have this, have this somewhere out there goal and keep walking towards your goal. Don't go off course. The moment you look at shiny pennies, you're going off course. Keep walking towards that. You will get there. Tiny actions every day get you to where you want to be. That's how success works. Doing things each day. So that's number one. I think it depends on your personal situation. Like me, I have a mortgage. My partner is a stay-at-home mom. I have to make money, otherwise we're screwed. So I had a safety net, and I was able to save up about 5 to 6 months worth of salary. If we just did the bare minimum, we would probably be okay for about 6 months. So if for whatever reason I couldn't get any clients for 6 months, we would be okay. And if the worst happened, I would just get another job. So I knew that was an option. Also, I think prior to going full time, I think you need inquiries coming in already.
Demand.
So having it depends what you're doing, but I'm assuming people watching this, probably graphic designers, artists, and so on. I would have a website in place with a portfolio, with case studies and a contact page. I think you need that in place prior to taking that leap. So I've heard a lot of people speak about like the overlap technique. I think Sean West coined that term, where you don't just quit a job and then start again. That's suicide, because getting clients from nothing is hard. But if you have a website with examples of the type of work that you want to do that you can show to people, then you have a higher chance of attracting work. So I would personally get to that point where you have equity in something so that you can build on something. Very much like you did. I know that I
overlapped hard.
Yeah. So you lost your job, but prior to that, you already had your own brand established. You already had something there. So you didn't just leave and have to start. You had something already that you could build upon.
And 5.5 years of figuring out what it was, though, from freelance to this to this to this to all of a sudden coaching. Like, it was not a straight journey of all just logo design. It was all over the place.
Well, I've worked on lots of different projects over the years. Like prior to working on Logo Geek, I worked on loads of projects that just never went anywhere.
Web too,
I've done computer games, animations, all sorts of stuff prior to focusing on logo design. And I think it's just been because I've seen it grow. I've seen it growing, and it's
and you enjoyed it. Most importantly, it wasn't like a forced. Burdensome, I think.
But I would say because it's kept growing, even now, there are times when I think to myself, I should start a separate agency doing this or this or this. And
I should start another side hustle.
Yeah, and I'm constantly drawn back to that I should continue on this journey that I've formed for myself, because I know that what I built now is primed to create books and courses and all this sort of stuff. It's just there ready to be created, and constantly got this in the back of my mind. It's like, no, don't start your own like Ian Paget brand. Just
no shiny object, man. You have an empire. And one of the questions I was going to ask, but we're kind of running out of time here, but I like knowing that you have your eyes set on these different channels and branches of the Logo Geek tree. Thanks again for listening. It'd be awesome if you took the time to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and let the comment below so we can connect. Again, if you want to catch a shout out as a future listener of the week, make sure you subscribe to the show on iTunes and give it a rating and review.